The purpose of today's story is to showcase how a lack of emotional intelligence can alter how we receive feedback, perceive reality, and mask our true intentions. So currently, I am 32, and this story takes place when I was about 19 or 20. So at 19, I decided to start my first business, a photography business. And like many entrepreneurs, once I make up my mind to do something, I am all in. Within a few weeks, I had spent about $5,000 on photography equipment and began teaching myself how to use my Canon 7D DSLR camera, which was a really nice camera at the time. After doing some work for free, I started to get people requesting my services. So obviously, the next step was to have a website for people to find me. Now, this was around 2008, 2009, and designing your own website was starting to catch on. So I decided to build my own website using Wix. I feel like the commercial now. I wish you could have seen how absolutely horrendous this website was that I designed. It was a clusterfuck. But at the time, I thought it was out of this world amazing. The background was solid black with white and eye-piercing lime green text, and it looked like a mainframe with tacky dancing interactive icons on it. Instead of having text to indicate the page for wedding packages, I instead had this sparkling, interactive little white wedding dress graphic that people had to click on in order to be taken to the wedding packages page. I think you get the picture of where I'm going with how bad this was. I mean, it was really bad. But again, at the time, I thought it was amazing. And I was beyond proud of it. So proud and so confident that I wanted to hear other people sing its praises. But I didn't want to be blatant and say, hey, check out my super awesome, amazing website, and dote about my God-gifted talents that I know that they'll be envious over, right? No, I couldn't do that. I had to play it cool, be humble, and let the accolades just naturally roll in. So I decided to ask for honest feedback. Now, for those of you listening, I'm putting air quotes around honest. And I said something along the lines of, I've been working so hard on my photography website. I would love to get your honest feedback so it can be the best that it can be. I posted this on Facebook and also in a few private photographer groups. And then the truly honest, brutally and painfully honest feedback began to pour in. As I recall, no one was hateful in their feedback. In fact, they were doing what I had asked. They were providing constructive criticism. But at the time, that was not at all how I perceived it. Some examples of their feedback were, the color scheme is not very easy on the eyes. The wedding dress that you have to click on to view the wedding packages page is not very intuitive for the user. There's a lot going on in this website. Sometimes less is more. I took these comments as a full-blown attack from a swarm of obviously envious people who hated how talented I was and only wished their website was as cool as mine. But I didn't stop there. Oh no. Now it was time to call them out on their envy and clear lack of talent. One attacking message after the other. I let them know that their lack of creativity and talent shouldn't be taken out on me. I even told one photographer that they should be stripped of that title, that they shouldn't be able to carry the title of photographer for having such a poor eye for the craft. It was bad, really bad. And of course, then the defending attacks began. They were saying how I was the one who asked for honest feedback, and if I wasn't open to hearing positive and constructive criticism, I shouldn't have asked, and that my hateful words to fellow photographers was a shame and uncalled for. All of which were very true, and none of which I perceived for what they were, the truth. This, my friends, is what an EQ deficiency looks like. It's nasty and it's unsettling. These people were being genuine in their feedback and had the intent of helping me develop a website, a nice website for my business. They were fellow photographers trying to help one of their own. But what I saw was competition trying to sabotage my chance for success due to their envy and lack of creativity. Now, having spent the past 9 years and counting, studying psychology and developing my own emotional intelligence, reflecting on this event brings up several key points or lessons which I want to share with you. The first is how we see the world is how we see ourselves. I was the one who saw them as competition. I was the one who was envious of their success and creativity, and I was the one who was quick to criticize others' work because of my jealousy. Everything I accused them of doing was a reflection of what I would have done or how I would have felt. Lesson 2, intent is everything. My true intent behind honest feedback was to receive praise, yet come across as being humble. Now when I ask for feedback, I truly want to know the honest opinions and insights of others so that I can improve. Sure, sometimes it stings a bit, but I am grateful for their honesty. And when I see a trend in what people are saying, then I follow their advice and make the necessary changes. Because there's always going to be outliers, right? So I collect all the data and then go from there. And the third lesson is a lack of emotional intelligence is harmful. Harmful to ourselves because we can't grow to our full potential when we are stuck playing the victim, justifying our actions, and viewing the world through a toxic lens. Like how I used lens there, and I'm talking about photography. That was not intentional, but anyways. But it's also harmful to the people on the receiving end who are innocent but getting pulled into our false narratives where we turn them into villains. So I hope this story was insightful for you. If you notice this behavior within yourself and you're ready to commit to improving your life, well-being, and success, let's talk. Seriously. You can find my personal calendar and contact information in the show notes. Otherwise, I hope at the very least you found this story insightful and entertaining. This is all for my Throwback Thursday lesson for today. Tomorrow is Factual Friday, where we'll be looking at the science and statistics behind emotional intelligence. But until then, live and lead with an open heart and an open mind. Thanks for watching.